It is Dribbling Dragon here, and it's been a while since I did my last upload. It's been over 2 years now since I've uploaded to the channel, but we are finally back, and we're back with a bang, something that I have wanted since it came out. I'm going to be talking about the Apple Macbook Neo. I got my hands on it and I've got to say it is pretty nice. Let's talk about it. So the MacBook Neo came out now a month ago, and I've got to say it is pretty decent. I went to the Apple store, my local Apple store, and went for the indigo colour, and I've got to say it is pretty nice. It is vibrant. It's a bit like the blue titanium iPhone 15 Pro that I am using to film this video on, and I've tested the performance. I've owned it now for 3 days, and I've got to say the nicest MacBook that I've used. I used to use a Intel MacBook a couple of years ago, and we finally moved on from Intel now M5, and we've now got the A18 Pro chip inside of this MacBook, and I've got to say the performance on this is amazing. I've tested a few games on there, Minecraft, etc., and it runs perfectly. I've done a couple of web browsing and completed my coursework for my final year, and I've got to say it runs pretty decent. 8-core GPU and 18 gigabytes of RAM, and I've got to say it is pretty decent. It doesn't use all the RAM because I've tested that at the top. As you can see while using the MacBook, which I will show you, is I've got to say it runs smoothly. I will be using the MacBook to edit this video on. Everything that you do see from this is edited and published with the MacBook Neo itself. So I wanted to kind of put a review here, but not talk about in the long-term way. I wanted to talk about it in a kind of short way and basically do a basic review, what's it aimed for, and you know, the price range. So talking about the price range, it is $599 normal price, but $499 education, and as you can tell, it is based around students, uni students and college students like myself going into uni this year. So I will be using this for uni and my coursework. And I've got to say, when mentioned before, I did my final project on this, and it's pretty quick. I've got mine connected to a Spigen USB-C hub. So I've got Ethernet on there, 1 GB, and my ports on there. Just perfect. Connected my hard drive, 512 GB hard drive to it, so I've got the external space. It does come in a 256 GB as standard. I went for the $499 basic version with the lock button, but you can go for a other option which has got the Touch ID on there. I find it easier just to press a button and lock it. Some other people might prefer something else. But talking about the spec, what performance you can get out of it, and yeah, if you are expecting a laptop to edit long form videos, short films, cinematic videos, the laptop will struggle. When sliding through the video, it actually slows down. It does struggle. I've got to say, if you are someone who produces long form film, this laptop isn't for you. It's based around students, and Apple have done the marketing very well on this laptop, I've got to say. Yeah, it was a silent release, but no one was expecting it as such. But I've got to say, for the price range, it is great. It's not a big bank breaker as such. I didn't want to do a long review on this product, just wanted to talk about how it runs and what actually performance you can get out of it. And I think it is definitely a student product as such. That's what it's based around, that's what Apple have marketed around it. And the price range, like I say, is absolutely fantastic. Again, I've been using it for 2 days, and so far it is amazing. I've constantly got mine plugged into the power, just so it doesn't go flat because I'll use it on my desk mainly, and then going downstairs and using it as like unplugged. And I've got it plugged into a external monitor on my wall as well, as you can see. And I've got to say, like I say, final thoughts. So my final thoughts on this product, and well done Apple. You've made a product that's cheap for everyone, and it's sold out pretty fast. And a lot of people weren't expecting that, but I struggled to get. I was constantly checking the store, checking for my local Apple store, and it constantly got pushed back and pushed back. Finally got my hands on it. It's a great piece of kit by Apple. Like I say, well done Apple, you've done absolutely fantastic on the product as always. So well done Apple, well done. Hands off to your marketing team and everyone else as part of the review. But yeah, like I say, wanted to do a short review on it. I didn't want to talk for hours and hours. And I just wanted to do a short video on the product itself. I have been Dribbling Dragon, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe, and I will be doing a 1 week review on the product itself. I have been Dribbling Dragon. Have a good one. Stay safe. Peace.